Hello, everyone. Welcome. Well, we're back from Las Vegas. I'm starting back up on my German channel. I'm so excited. So, yes, catch me on PDina Deutsch, PDina auf Deutsch, PDina auf English. Please check me out if you want to watch me doing some things in German. And also, it is going to be subtitled in English. All right, now today we're going to be talking about the meltdown of all meltdowns. Meghan is in a state of distraught, unbearable. She can't take it. And I'm going to tell you how I know this to be the case. All right? This is getting to the point of no return. It's come to a point now where, we knew this was going to happen. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. Okay, so the New York Post is reporting that Meghan Markle's Netflix cooking show may be axed after Prince Harry's polo doc flopped. Now, this is what I want you to understand. Come to a point now, everything that we have seen from the beginning of this marriage to this point right here, this is what it all comes down to, what we're seeing right now, okay? Really. Everything from the engagement interview to the wedding to the drama with Meghan and her father, her family, all of the things, the preparation, secretly working with Netflix behind the scenes as working royals, and then coming over to Canada, then to California. Every single thing that we have seen, it comes down to this point. This is what Meghan had been working on. This was the dream, the goal, ever since she was in the royal family, when she knew she nabbed a prince, when she knew this is her opportunity to do what she wants to do with her career. It has come down to this point, this Netflix show. This is what she wanted all along, because this is what Meghan did with the TIG. It just has a different name. It's a bigger profile. Think about it, folks. So we've come to the point of what Meghan has always wanted, this lifestyle, entertaining friends show on a big streaming platform, making millions of dollars, doing what she really wanted to do. It comes down to this moment. Okay, that is so important. Now, the New York Post is reporting that Meghan's cooking show may now be axed after what happened with Harry's polo. Now, I don't know about you, but when you've worked these many years, when everything you have done has come down to the point where everything that you wanted now just may not happen, you're not in a good spot. And we can see that by this Christmas card or this holiday card that they released. That was not a holiday card that shows all is well in the world in Montecito. That is a Christmas card that says, we don't have time. I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with this. My life is in shambles. Just throw something out there that don't even look real. And that's what we see. That little blurb of a spot on a card that looks like you living the greatest life ever. Folks, we cannot be fooled. And that's what it is. So, after Meghan's husband's show, Polo, was released, we know, on Netflix, this $100 million deal is not that at all. We know that they didn't really get that money. That was the potential they had to make had they had success with their shows that were on Netflix, but that has not happened. So this 5-part docuseries, we know, follows the lives of these polo players, something very elite, very not interesting to a lot of people. Reports have now surfaced that Meghan will launch her own Netflix show centered around cooking and gardening and entertaining in early 2025. A release date has yet to be announced for the show, which was originally set to be a complement to American Riviera Orchard, the lifestyle brand created by Meghan earlier this year. Insider is now saying or telling the Daily Mail that it could now not even be shown. And others are saying that it could happen if it boosts her lifestyle brand, which cannot even be solidified yet because there is this copyright issue that she has not been able to be approved of. The name has not been approved. And she was also thinking about firing her attorney. They just cannot get it to happen. They cannot get this lifestyle brand to be copywritten. They cannot get the sole ownership of this name, American Riviera Orchard, because there are certain laws around copyright law that areas, regions cannot be copywritten because there's so many other businesses with similar names that would conflict with Meghan taking as her own name American Riviera. It can't happen. And so now you've chosen a name prematurely, and you are now not able to brand your cooking show with your product because you haven't been able to get things off the ground with the copyright. And it's time for the show to come out on Netflix, and it hasn't even been put on the schedule. This is December, folks. These things are planned months in advance, and now it's still not on the schedule. Now, this source told the outlet that it would be make or break for Meghan and Harry, who have ambitions of building a TV empire. I don't think so. This empire is never going to be what you want. Meghan is in a fit of rage, I believe, and is completely distraught over everything that has happened with their potential. The potential has dwindled to a dud. This insider also went on to say that there won't be another deal. There may be one-offs, but that is it. After Meghan reportedly was absent from the surprise 70th birthday party of Oprah Winfrey's friend Gayle King over the weekend. And that absence was on purpose. A-listers are now actively keeping away Harry and Meghan, or purposely avoiding, not wanting to be around Harry and Meghan. These A-listers essentially are saying if they're going to be there, they don't want nothing to do with the event. And so, of course, people are going to just, okay, Harry and Meghan just are not going to come because I want the A-listers, the people who are movers and shakers, who are successful, to be in my circle. We don't want losers in our circle, especially if these A-listers don't want to be around these losers, because Harry and Meghan are too toxic. So we're thinking about this logically. Everything has come down to this. Your show is going to be canceled. You are a failure in every single thing you have done since being in the States, except for that one Netflix documentary where you exposed things that you didn't and should not have exposed. Everything has come down to you being a loser. Folks, I'm telling you, Meghan is distraught. Meghan is not doing well. Meghan is not happy with Harry. We can see it with this card of celebration that is not a celebration of anything. It's a fraud of everything that we see. The photo looks completely disastrous. You cannot be doing well if you put out crappy photos like this. This photo looks completely photoshopped. It doesn't look authentic. How happy are you when you are not even able to show your own children up close from behind? I mean, okay, let alone show them up close from the front. But if you can't even show a close-up of your children's back of their head, and the daughter looks gigantic over the son, who is the oldest, like little discrepancies. Meghan's arm looks like it's getting ready to fall off. Harry don't have no facial hair. The dog looked like it did a back leg flip, or getting ready to, like the legs of the dogs just don't even look like they match to the body. It is a disaster, folks. It's not a good look for Harry and Meghan to be around any celebrities. These celebrities have come out and spoken. These are reports that are coming out. And the photo in this holiday card is a representation of what is going on in their family life. Life has taken a different turn for them, and it's just difficult to deal with. Now, many critics claim that the finished product has seemingly under-delivered. Polo was hit with an average of 2 out of 5 stars across the board, with multiple outlets who labeled the project boring and tedious. Polo is mostly boring. Look at the sport very few people outside of elite circles have any particular interest in. Other reports are coming out that Netflix is actually going to be canceling Meghan's show. It doesn't look good. How in the world do you go from being so beloved and so well received to this point right now that we are seeing? The much anticipated cooking show that was supposed to showcase her talents has been scrapped by Netflix before it even had the chance to roll the cameras. What happened? And what it is also revealing is that Netflix is losing customers, and they've dropped an entire animation division. They also say that a lot of shows that are developed for different networks that never even make it to air. So networks and streaming agents or streaming platforms are not in the business of putting out content that is not going to do well, because they can get a sense of the success of it from when they screen it. They let others see it. And when Hollywood is no longer wanting to be around you, there's a lot of motivation to not allow your projects to come to light, because you are in itself a toxic brand. And that's what is happening. I mean, I just look at what has happened, and I can see that everything that has happened with Harry and Meghan has been a disaster since they left. And Meghan, I believe, is not doing very well. She is in a position now where everything that she had worked for has come to this moment that we are seeing. And people in Hollywood, the movers and shakers, don't want nothing to do with them. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel knowing that you were trying to get something to be successful? It didn't pan out that way for you. The things that you're releasing to the public is garbage, is trash. You would not be doing well. And so at this point, I am just looking to see when the marriage is going to be officially over, because we already see a lot of things have not really panned out in terms of this marriage, the time spent apart from each other. It has really been an eye-opening experience to follow this couple and every single thing that they have done, to see how it all comes to this moment right now with Meghan's cooking show. There's no other plans to do anything else. There's nothing else in the works. Perhaps maybe this one movie that they had the rights to, but I believe now Netflix has bought the rights to. So it just looks like this is a couple that has nosedived to oblivion. They have nothing left that is going to propel them to anything good that could flourish and help the marriage continue on in a good way, to help the family relationships recover. Professionally, they're not doing well. It is just so bad at this point. And I just have to say, you should have listened. You should have learned. You should have been better. You should have not been so toxic. Just maybe things would have panned out better for them. But it is what it is, my friends. It is what it is, and this is what it has come down to. All right, everyone. I will continue to follow this and check out what is going to come next, because we know Meghan doesn't give up. She's going to keep fighting. And I think she's going to try to find herself in a position to try to rise above all of the negativity that is surrounding her in this moment. And we'll just have to wait and see if she will be able to be successful at that. All right, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Bye.